Cena with a great storyline thrown in there as well, which I predict to see over the next couple of weeks. Monday Night Raw's build for this championship match, which has an incredible amount of diversity when it comes to fan response and opinions, which is always great on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Daniel Bryan and John Cena have been two of the top trending topics when it comes to the WWE. And on the other side of the coin, from a pure wrestling match perspective, you have CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar in a confrontation between the two top Paul Heyman guys going back as far as 2002, and in relation to CM Punk going back as far as 2005. You have years of history for both Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, and notwithstanding their accomplishments in previous years in the WWE from 2006 to 2013, CM Punk has had an incredible rapid ascension. Brock Lesnar in 2002 to 2004 had the majority of his career highlights, including a 2002 King of the Ring title, a 2003 Royal Rumble win, a number of WrestleMania main events under his belt with Goldberg and Kurt Angle, 3 WWE championships. He's an NCAA Division I champion, a 1998 Junior College National champion. I mean, Brock Lesnar has done it all. Really looking forward to that one being your second pure wrestling match. So it's really a toss-up between these two matches, but you really can't go wrong with Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. Now, there are these critics out there that are really jumping all over Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. Some would prefer to see a match like John Cena versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam, but it's a bit too early to see John Cena versus Randy Orton for the title because you have to build it up. When will Randy Orton cash in the briefcase? Who will he cash it in on, and where will he cash it in on? I think it's going to be fun seeing the storyline played out. It's almost too soon to have Randy Orton versus John Cena, with the potentiality of it being one of the most unpredictable storylines the WWE have distributed over the past number of years. To immediately have Randy Orton versus John Cena at 2013 SummerSlam event would be kind of overkilling the fact that Randy Orton is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder for Raw, and he has a guaranteed opportunity at the WWE title. Something to take into consideration from the point of view of a radio show host and columnist. It's been 2 years since Randy Orton's been the WWE champion. 2011, he was the world champion on SmackDown. He had an incredible feud with Christian over that championship, where the title was very fluctuated for both editions of SmackDown and pay-per-views, like the pay-per-view I just recently saw a glimpse of a couple of days ago, where Christian actually won the world championship by disqualification. I believe that was at the actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view of that year when that feud was going on. But Randy Orton hasn't been champion since then, so to immediately almost give him the title would be kind of overkilling the fact that he was the Money in the Bank briefcase recipient for Raw this year, and really overkilling the fact and playing up to the fact that Randy Orton hasn't been champion for at least 2 years. If Randy Orton's going to win the championship, it should come as an unexpected thing for wrestling fans. We know at some point Randy Orton is going to win the championship. At least have it be more unpredictable and not so obvious as it's going to be over the next couple of weeks. I mean, there is going to be these obvious things that are going to be happening that's going to kind of hint that Randy Orton will eventually be the WWE champion, but have it be a little bit more unpredictable than what it is. To have Randy Orton come out and cash it in the way that RVD did against John Cena a little over 2 months after winning the right to face the WWE champion in the WrestleMania 22 Money in the Bank ladder match was way too obvious, and I think that Randy Orton should wait a couple of months before he cashes it in. Let's go with John Cena versus Daniel Bryan and see where we go from here. My choice to win this match, of course, is John Cena. It's an extreme rarity. You hear me choose John Cena to come away with the win in this match because I really think that John Cena is really over-promoted, and there should be just as much significance on whoever the world champion is or another superstar as there is for John Cena. So I do applaud WWE for trying to make it a little bit more unpredictable by having two fan favorites going up against each other. I really hope that Daniel Bryan doesn't turn heel sometime between now and facing John Cena at SummerSlam, because having a match between two fan favorites will create a lot of diversity when it comes to crowd response. Half the fans will be for John Cena, half the fans will be for Daniel Bryan, and there also is the chance that all the fans, at least 98% of them, could be for Daniel Bryan in this match, and everybody could turn against John Cena in Los Angeles this year. Given the venue of SummerSlam and the track record of how championships have been known to change hands at SummerSlam more than any other event in WWE history, with the exception of WrestleMania, there is a chance that all the fans could be favoring Daniel Bryan, so there probably can't be that much diversity. But I see a lot of diversity with crowd response. Half of them for John Cena and half of them for Daniel Bryan, without a heel turn coming from Daniel Bryan sometime between now and SummerSlam. You can have the heel turn for Daniel Bryan by October or November, by at least Survivor Series, and if anyone should turn heel by SummerSlam, it should be Randy Orton, over the fact that he's obsessed that he has a guaranteed opportunity at the WWE title. But having John Cena versus Randy Orton, as I said here previously over the microphone, would be happening a little bit too early and kind of overkilling the fact that Randy Orton right now just came off a huge win in the All-Star 7-Man Money in the Bank ladder match with people like CM Punk and other superstars like Rob Van Dam, who recently returned. It will also be overkilling the fact that Randy Orton has not been WWE World Champion in over 2 years, so it has to be given a little bit of time before Randy Orton emerges to the top of the WWE yet again. Yes, I see Randy Orton rapidly ascending to the top of the WWE, but not this quick. There has to be more emphasis on other superstars, especially when it's supposed to be about promoting the new talent initiative, and you can't promote it more effectively than by having Daniel Bryan as the WWE Champion as a fan favorite. Really hoping they don't go with a heel turn. I do see John Cena and Daniel Bryan trying to one-up each other and play a game of one-upmanship between now and SummerSlam, and I do see Daniel Bryan trying to kind of impress WWE fans and show up John Cena, and I see John Cena doing the same. I see them having a game of one-upmanship. I don't see either one of them turning on each other. I see each one of them trying to make a statement by delivering their finishing maneuvers to one another or something like that, but I don't see either one of them turning on each other sometime between now and SummerSlam. I see a very interesting storyline based on mutual respect for each other, and I see John Cena coming away with the win, because you go back to a promo that John Cena delivered a few weeks after winning the WWE title. He said that whoever takes the championship away from him is not going to do it in a devious way, like many people have done over the years in his career, in his 10 years that he's been with the WWE. He says that this is going to be his most memorable reign as champion, and whoever takes the title from John Cena will have to earn it, no matter if it's Mark Henry, no matter if it's Daniel Bryan, no matter if it's Randy Orton, no matter if it's someone we haven't seen in a long time. And I will tell you over this microphone, really disappointed that John Cena didn't choose The Rock. They kind of really hinted the fact that John Cena may choose The Rock to face at SummerSlam for the WWE title, especially with that backstage segment between Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and the general manager of Monday Night Raw, Brad Maddox. And I really believe at that point, following that segment on this past Monday's edition of Raw, that we were going to see The Rock versus John Cena 3 at SummerSlam. Really let down over that. I'm sure I'm not the only wrestling fan who was really let down over the fact we're not going to see John Cena versus The Rock, or at least not until a later date. We're going to have to deal with John Cena versus Daniel Bryan, but that's not saying that John Cena versus Daniel Bryan will not deliver, because on paper, this match looks to be your best wrestling match of the night from a pure wrestling perspective. And if you're a fan of pure wrestling, then you can't go wrong with Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. You take a look at how many pure wrestling matches CM Punk and John Cena had, or John Cena and Triple H, or John Cena and Shawn Michaels. You take a look at how many pure wrestling matches the likes of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk have had, or Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. You're almost guaranteed that this match will be a pure wrestling match. At least 8 out of 10 times you will see this match be a pure wrestling match, and it'll be a match that will be talked about for many years to come. And as I said, our poll on our website this week is asking the question of who do you think will come away with the win? Who do you think will emerge victorious as the WWE Champion? Are you going with John Cena, or are you going with Daniel Bryan? Let us know what your opinion of that is by either taking part in our website's weekly poll, or by sending us a message on Facebook, or posting something creative on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/HW Entertainment, by tweeting us your opinion with a creative hashtag, either Daniel Bryan or John Cena, SummerSlam 2013, the 26th annual SummerSlam. Jonathan Clarke 1 is how you can do that. And you can leave us a comment or send us a message on the newly redesigned YouTube 1 channel of HW Entertainment, where this week's video is, of course, Daniel Bryan versus John Cena as our featured video, youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. Really excited, if you can't already tell, for John Cena versus Daniel Bryan, because this is going to be one of the most diverse pay-per-view main events we have seen over the last number of years. So give us your predictions on who you think will win this match and come away with the WWE title. Do you see the trend of young champions being crowned at SummerSlam continuing for SummerSlam 2013? Randy Orton in 2004, Brock Lesnar in 2002, Daniel Bryan or John Cena? Who are you going with? Let us know on Facebook by throwing up something creative on our Facebook wall, or sending us a message, facebook.com/HW Entertainment, on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1 with a creative hashtag you can throw up for us. And you can also leave us a comment at the bottom of this YouTube video, which is a featured video for you on this week's YouTube channel, youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. Let us know who you think is going to come away with the win, who you think will emerge victorious as the WWE Champion. Download our toolbar and contact us today for your interview on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and I will see you next week. John Cena is my prediction to win. You'll find that prediction as part of our SummerSlam 2013 predictions. You'll be able to find them on our website. Thank you so much for listening to this week's YouTube channel featured audio commentary. There you see the graphic for John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. Tell us who you think will win. Who are you going with, John Cena or Daniel Bryan? Our website's weekly poll asks the question of who do you think will win the WWE Championship match between Cena and Bryan. It's a match that the WWE fans have wanted to see for a while. It's a match I've been predicting to see, that we would see at some point in 2013. Now that we're past the halfway point of the year, it's only appropriate that we have John Cena versus Daniel Bryan in a pay-per-view that's seen so many young champions take advantage of opportunities like Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. That match between Randy Orton and Chris Benoit, one of the best pure wrestling matches we have ever seen at SummerSlam, and Brock Lesnar versus The Rock, a match we have waited over 11 and a half years to see a rematch to, one of the best pure wrestling matches between a young superstar and a legend for the WWE title, which saw The Rock defend the WWE title for one of the final times in over 7.5 years before returning in 2013 to win his 8th championship at the 2013 Royal Rumble event. Daniel Bryan or John Cena, it's guaranteed to be your pure wrestling match on the pay-per-view card for SummerSlam of 2013. Tell us who you think is going to win. I've got some music lined up for you next after the break.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking